Question number 61 and number 62, we're going to go ahead and work simultaneously because really those problems are involving the very same concept. One of the things I want you to remember is when you see a negative number under a square root symbol, you're going to come up with a complex number using the letter I. So let's look at the two problems that we need to look at here. Problem number 61 asks us to find the square root of negative 36. Problem number 62 asks us to find the square root of negative 100. Now, again, remember, let's go here. A negative number under a square root is going to end up with the letter I in the answer. I is the basic imaginary unit for the complex numbers. I don't really have to show any work here. The final answer here turns out to be 6i, which is an imaginary but not a real number. If I did show some work, this is how it would go. If I broke this up as the square root of 36 times the square root of negative 1. The square root of 36 is 6, and by definition the square root of negative 1 is I, and we end up with the imaginary answer 6i. Likewise with problem number 62, we could just see that the answer is going to turn out to be 10i, which is not a real number, it's an imaginary complex number. If I want to show a little bit of work to justify it, to help you remember, we're going to split it up as the square root of 100 times the square root of negative 1. Square root of 100 is 10, square root of negative 1 is by definition I, and we end up with the answer 10i. What I want you to remember is anytime you see a negative number under a square root, I is going to be part of that answer.